Using the correct word order is key to forming proper sentences, and correct sentence structure is the cornerstone of good research writing. This video will demonstrate common sentence structures used in academic writing, providing samples that you are likely to see in an academic paper. A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought and contains a subject and predicate. The subject of a sentence is whatever is performing the action of a sentence. The predicate consists of a verb and any other clarifying details of the sentence. The standard word order in an English sentence is subject plus predicate, and the predicate usually contains a verb and other elements like direct objects, indirect objects, adverbial clauses, and prepositional phrases. While this formula sounds simple, it can be difficult to identify the subject, verb, and object in more complex sentences. This sentence is an example of a basic sentence with only subject, verb, and direct object. There are 4 basic types of sentence structures: simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. By knowing how to create these different sentence structures, authors can create writing that is more readable and compelling. Let's take a look at some different sentence structures and parts included in these sentences. A simple sentence is the most basic sentence structure and consists of a single independent clause, which expresses a complete thought and functions as a complete sentence. Both of these sentences are independent clauses as they have a single subject and a predicate. They are simple sentences because they contain no additional sentence elements. Again, the subject of a sentence is whatever is performing the action of the sentence. This is the first of the 2 basic components of a sentence. In this example, study is the subject. It is the first element in the sentence. The predicate contains the verb, the action, and can include further clarifying information. In this example, the predicate is everything that follows the subject, beginning with the verb investigated. A compound sentence is composed of 2 or more independent clauses, connected by a coordinating conjunction or semicolon. U.S. English conventions dictate that coordinating conjunctions use a comma to join independent clauses. Compound sentences are useful in conveying complex or detailed information in sentences that are closely related in meaning or topic. A compound sentence consists of an independent clause plus a coordinating conjunction or semicolon, followed by an independent clause. The coordinating conjunctions used in a compound sentence are and, but, yet, or, nor, for, or so. Here are 2 examples of compound sentences. As you can see, these use either a coordinating conjunction or a semicolon to connect the 2 independent clauses. The second independent clause provides more details about the first and gives more information to the reader, eliminating the need for periods and additional sentences. A complex sentence is composed of an independent clause and a dependent clause bridged by a subordinating conjunction or a relative pronoun. This structure is often used in academic writing to distinguish information or findings and provide caveats. Here are some examples of subordinating conjunctions. These can begin the sentence or come in the middle of a sentence after a comma and create a dependent clause. Here are some common relative pronouns. And here are some relative pronoun clauses you might find in an academic paper. As with the subordinating conjunctions, the relative clauses come after a comma in the middle of a sentence. However, relative clauses should not begin the sentence. A compound complex sentence is composed of 2 or more independent clauses and 1 or more dependent clauses. These sentences can be useful to describe complex situations or phenomena in great detail. However, authors should be careful not to use this structure too often, as they are longer and can create readability issues. The format of a compound complex sentence might seem a bit confusing, but it is essentially a compound sentence with a complex sentence attached. You might want to go back and make sure you understand how to form these structures on their own before creating these most sophisticated of sentences. Let's take a look at a couple of examples of compound complex sentences and see how the different parts fit together. As you can see, these sentences contain a lot of components with intersecting information. You can make your own writing more elegant and sophisticated by crafting compound complex sentences rather than separating shorter basic sentences with periods. However, remember to vary the length and construction of your sentences to increase the readability and flow in your writing. To learn more about sentence structure, punctuation, and dozens of other language rules, visit wordvice.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful videos on academic writing and editing.